this is like fun with other, running friends. So I'm like, I'm going to do it because I knew it would put me in a good mood. You are my BRF.
What's happening, Eric?
There for your victory lap.
Yeah.
Whoa!
I just, how did that happen?
How did you do that?
And all of a sudden I go to zip it up and I'm like, why is the zipper in the front right now? 0 out of 10 on the recommendation scale.
I am literally crying from laughter and from so much love. Oh my God.
It's like I feel for your cornhole.
And he just smashed Arnie like that and said, you stay out of this, Arnie. And I thought,
I don't run to stay sober. I get to run because I am.
And there she was, a halo over her head.
No, it's not very true. Okay.
And he steps to the side and just gestures. Here's the tinkle pot.
I don't need to tinkle. What's up, everybody? And welcome to episode 206 of the On the Run podcast. The East Coast is recovering from a crazy snowstorm and cold spell over the weekend, and I finally made it back from my epic trip to Myrtle Beach. As you can tell by the intro change-up, I don't have my usual co-host Eric today, as he's probably still skiing somewhere, but I am joined by my fantastic travel partner and newly adopted sister, Tara Pterodactyl. What's up, Tara?
Yeah, nice. Good job. Good job. How's it going?
Pretty good. Eric's going to definitely have some editing to do, but that's okay. But I am so happy to see you again. This has been like 7 days in a row, I swear to God. But I love it. I love seeing you. You are awesome. And it makes me happy.
Yeah, me too. I know. I was like, I woke up this morning and you weren't here. I was like, what do I do?
You can start your day much earlier because, yeah, it was a struggle for me to try to keep up with your schedule because I felt weird leaving you all alone all those times. Well, at least at night.
I know. And then I felt weird when I was like, all right, I'm going to bed. And you guys were just still up. But we made it work. So
yes, but we'll totally get into that because Tara and I, as I mentioned, we are back from our incredible Myrtle Beach trip, and oh man, we have a lot to fill you guys in on. It was such a trip, but let's go into the whole reason why we were traveling down to Myrtle Beach in the first place. So I forget how I even heard about this race, but I kind of did my little magic and got you into signing up for another ultra, and I guess that's peer pressure for you. Proud of that.
Yeah.
But we went to, yes, we had signed up for the Myrtle Beach 24-hour ultra. And the whole premise of this was it was a 1.1 mile paved loop around a pond at this place called Market Commons down in Myrtle Beach. And we were only planning on doing about half of it because for our state challenges, we're each on our own state challenge journey. I'm doing a marathon in every state at least. You're doing a half marathon at least. And I was planning on doing, I had the big goal of doing 50 miles that day because I'm like, it's 12 hours. We'll see how it goes. And you were like, fuck it, let's do 50K. And I was like, yes, she's going to get ultra again. This is fantastic. So yeah, we had some big goals and you guys are going to find out what happened.
Yeah, you brought me over to the dark side of the ultra community and ran Hamster Wheel in 2024, and I absolutely loved it. So when you mentioned this race, I was like, you know what? I need South Carolina, and I'm in. So totally was looking forward to this trip. And it was January, so like, let's get the F out of New Hampshire. And we actually picked probably, I don't know if you want to say the best or the worst weekend to go because you guys got 2 feet of snow and Eric and I were complaining about how cold it was when it was 40 degrees. So we were having a good time down in South Carolina. So
I definitely think it was the best time to get out of here. I mean, we could have probably gone to Clearwater where everybody was actually having nice weather, but I'm still not mad at our choice.
We did good. So we ended up, Eric and I booked our flights at the same time. We had it was like a 5:55 departure out of Manchester, which for me, love that. You guys know Erika. She's not a morning person. But I told her, I was like, I promise I won't be like a 10 out of 10 in the morning. I'll like back it down a little bit, 6 out of 10 maybe. But we had, I think Erika had to get up at 3:45 and she ended up driving to my house and left her car in my driveway because I live probably, 5 miles from the airport. And we had Matt, shout out Matt, picked us up and drove us to the airport. And so our flight leaves at 5:55. Our flight starts boarding at 5:25. We get to the airport at 5 a.m. on the dot. We walk out of Matt's truck, have our stuff. We go through the revolving doors. We walk up. Well, we didn't walk. We rode up the escalator. We both have TSA pre-check, which is amazing. But we didn't even really need it because there was nobody there. So from the front entrance of the airport to sitting down at our gate, it took 5 minutes. It was beautiful.
You always hear Eric like, MHG is the best, and it honestly is great.
Yeah, I was just going to say reason 657 why I love flying out of Manchester. So yeah, we were there, and we had plenty of time, and I decided to go get a Starbucks coffee because of course I needed more energy. I went and got my Starbucks, and then we were waiting to board, and we were friendly with a couple that was sitting across from us. This is prior to Southwest's new change, which we will talk about later. But it was, I think we both had A, but I think I was a couple seats ahead of you. But regardless, we get in line, we line up, we get on the plane, and I'm like, let's go a little bit so we can have 2 seats together. So we get to the spot, and I had my hands full. I had the coffee, I had my phone, I had a backpack, my water bottle, my suitcase. So I think I picked the seat, and Erika and I made a deal that on our first flight, I'd have the window and she'd take the aisle. And then the second flight, we'd switch. So I go in and I throw everything down, trying not to spill my coffee. So I put my backpack and my phone on the seat, and I have my coffee. I put my suitcase above the overhead, and then I get in the middle seat. I sit down, and Erika gets situated, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, no. So I have one of those little magnetic wallets that go on the back of your phone, and I pick my phone up, and there's no wallet. And I am freaking out. It has my ID and 2 credit cards. And I am never a mess. I'm so put together, and I'm just like, what is going on? So I'm freaking out. I'm looking everywhere. I open every pocket of my backpack, and I'm just like, oh my God. And I'm like, I think it may have fallen off where we were sitting. So I have to get the friggin' flight attendant to come over, and I'm like, can I have 2 minutes? I'm like, I lost my wallet. I was so embarrassed. And meanwhile, I've got friggin' boob sweat. I've got pit stains because I am so embarrassed. I'm sweating. I'm freaking out. And I'm just like, oh my God. So she tells me that I have a minute. So I go sprinting. I'm that girl. I'm sprinting off the plane. Everyone's ready to go. I run to Starbucks. Nothing. I tell the people, the gate attendants, and tell them what the situation is. They're all looking. One woman was down on all fours, looking under the chair. Aww. Nothing. And I'm just like, oh my God, I don't know where it is. So I get on the plane, and I'm just like, I think I'm going to have to get off this flight. I don't think I can go because I'm like, I have no money and I have no ID. And I'm like, how am I going to get home? And then I don't know what happened. I was just like, fuck it. Let's just go. So the plane starts backing up. And then all of a sudden, I find it. So it's black, which you can't see it. And it was upside down. So you can't, there's a little opening that if you had my ID, you could see the white. It was flipped upside down. So you couldn't see anything. And it was on the floor under my seat, in a corner. But the carpet is navy blue. Oh my God. I was so embarrassed.
I was sitting next to you helpless. I'm like, I can't make this better. There's nothing I can do or say that's going to make it better. And I was just like, maybe can you put a lock on your card? But luckily it didn't come to that. And oh my God, we were like, yeah, are we gonna have to mail you your passport? I've got you for money. Don't even worry about it. But panic at 5 o'clock in the morning is not how you want to start your day.
No, it was awful. I was and then of course we land, and someone's like, did you find it? And I was so embarrassed. I'm like, I did. And
she tells me,
but anyways,
don't tell anybody I found it. I was
yeah, exactly.
Save with me.
I know. But now everybody knows.
Yeah.
But it's just that
eventful.
Stuff like that never happens to me. And from now on, I will be traveling with my passport. Just because of that.
Just in case. Oh,
yeah.
God,
so that's how the trip started. Pretty good.
But honestly, besides that whole part, we did not have a full plane. So Tara and I had our own, we had the middle seat in between us empty. We got some space to kind of spread out and just relax. And unfortunately, though, we got some sad news as we were landing in Baltimore waiting for our connecting flight.
Yeah, I know. I always get the Wi-Fi. Southwest has free Wi-Fi if you're a Rapids reward. So I was on my phone, and I got the email popped up, and it was, the race has been postponed to February 7th and 8th. Oh, I was like, no. Which I honestly was like 90% leaning towards it being postponed. And for those of you that don't know, that storm that hit us was coming up the coast, and South Carolina was scheduled to get freezing rain.
Mhm.
And down there, they just don't have the stuff to treat it. Like, they don't have the millions of plow trucks and salt and all that we have up here. They have like 4.
Mhm.
So that was kind of a bummer, but we were kind of, I think, prepared for it.
Mhm.
So, whatever. We were still kind of, in good spirits, because when we landed, it was like 58 degrees out.
When
It
I
was so
say
nice.
I was so happy just having a sunny, warm day. And like spring 60 degrees versus fall 60 degrees, there's a difference. But the spring 60 degrees, when your body has been so cold for so long, this was the most wonderful feeling in the world. Like, we both just get outside and we're like, what is this? What is this wonderful feeling on our skin? And we had skin showing. We were like rolling up our sleeves. Could not get shorts on fast enough. Oh, God,
I know.
it was wonderful.
It was so great. And that was at what, 10 in the morning, 10:30?
Yeah.
So it
Oh.
only got warmer. It got up to 66 degrees on Thursday. It was by far like the best day. So almost 6, 7.
Almost 6, 7. Oh, man. But yeah, we had an absolute, like, just getting off the plane, our mood just instantly lifted, and we were ready to just let the weekend be what it was going to be. But then Mommy and Daddy Hamill came. Oh, they came to pick us up, and I hope you like them as much as I do, because they are such a hoot. Like, they were just really fun, and
they were a blast.
You're part of the
family. They were so
now.
great. Yeah, I know. They were awesome. They were just like the best hosts, and it was so much fun. And I actually sent them both a message last night on
sweet.
Facebook. I sent them a picture of my mom and I at the Bruins game, and I was like, we made it, and thanked them for their hospitality and kindness. And I was like, now you're going to have a hard time getting rid of me.
We'll get into that a little bit later. But yeah, so Mom and Dad were like, it's going to be like a mealtime soon. Do you guys want to get food? And they're like, you know what? We couldn't decide between if we were taking you out to breakfast or lunch. So we're going out to brunch. We went to this place called Mimosas, and we got this beautiful flight of mimosas. I couldn't even tell you what they were, but like, oh my God, they were absolutely delicious. I think it was like
it was
$30
Valentine's
flight.
Day themed.
Yeah.
So they had like Cupid's kiss and like love
Mhm.
bomb. There was four little mimosas, and they were all freaking delicious.
Mhm.
So
So
Eric and I were drinking at 11.
that kind of got the day started. If you were following our social media throughout the day, we were steadily just creeping up the drunk scale.
Oh
It was a
yeah,
blast.
that was my drunk day Thursday.
Yep. You gotta drink. Like, I don't know, drinking when it's nice out is just so much more enjoyable, especially when you're day drinking. But the warm weather, they go down so easy.
Oh, totally.
What can
Yeah,
you do?
they were flowing. The beers were flowing.
Yeah. So we had a wonderful brunch, and at this point we're kind of just talking about what the rest of the weekend was going to hold, and we're like, you know what, we're going to run anyways. So we picked Saturday as our day we were going to run, and we told my parents, we're like, can you just take us to the grocery store so we can just pick up some stuff? We were going to make our own little aid station. So you want to tell them what we had picked out for some aid station snacks?
Oh gosh, yeah, if I can remember them all. We got goldfish, the extra cheesy ones.
Mhm,
you and I both got our own candies, but obviously we were sharing everything.
Yep.
I got the gummy chewy nerd clusters.
Yep.
And then you had the sour watermelons,
Yes,
right?
the Sour Patch Kids. Those are my favorite.
Yes. And then we had smart food. We got shots of pickle juice. Both of us grabbed a Coke.
I got some seltzers because I sometimes like a little like bubbliness to just get rid of some like flavor. What do they call it? Like flavor.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. You get sick of like sweet things, so you just need a palate cleanser. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But yeah, we grabbed a bunch of stuff. We got 3 different types of beers. We got Coronas, we got White Claws, and then I don't know, I think it was the mimosas, but we grabbed this like Mexican beer variety pack, and it was like spicy watermelon, pina colada, and pineapple. I don't even know, what was the other one?
They were both like something picante. Like it was a little bit of a spicy beer. They were Modelo's, I think.
Yeah,
I don't even
Modelo's.
know, but neither of us had tried them before, and we're like, yeah, fuck it, why not? Let's give it a shot. We were stocking up not only for well, we really didn't drink during the race, but we our race. But
Yeah.
we were thinking like we're gonna be here for like 5 days. Why not just get a whole bunch of beers, have some variety?
Yeah, in which I think we bought the perfect amount because when we left on Tuesday, I don't think there was like 2 left.
No,
But-
so we gave my dad a couple, so he helped. But I think
Oh,
I
right.
drank the last one out of the cooler on Monday night.
Oh, right. But
was like,
I will say that when we were walking the neighborhood on Thursday, we were getting beers from the neighbor. So
Sailor
people were
Mike.
like, yes. Shout out Mike for the IPA fridge in his garage.
I think we came home like with 3 extra beers, and they were
Yes.
all double IPAs with at least like 8.5% alcohol.
Yes.
We didn't touch those actually.
Loves the IPAs. I had one while I was there too because I ran out.
Oh, that's 4 then. 4
Yes.
free beers. Woo!
Yes, it was great. So yeah, while we were walking the neighborhood, I went golf club shopping because your dad got us a tea time Friday, which I was so pumped about. So
he was so excited to he knows, like he knew that you were I think you're a professional. I don't know if that's exactly what you would say, but to him, you're professional. And he was just like, oh my God, I get to play. And he likes to play with me, but I am nowhere near as good at golf. Like I could kind of whack it occasionally. But he was like,
I gave you a couple pointers.
Yeah,
we got you hitting the ball straight, and it was good. But yeah,
he was just excited to play with somebody like at least his level.
Yeah, it was so funny. He was like sending me messages on Facebook, asking me, gave me a couple courses, asked me where I wanted to play, and then he was like, "Are you going to bring your clubs?" And I mean, for just one round, I wouldn't. If we were going to be playing multiple times, I probably would have. And then so he was like, all right, I have a couple guys in the neighborhood that you could probably put a bag together with. So I think three of the guys helped me out.
Yep.
But it was funny. This stuff for me, like I love this stuff too. But the first guy, Dick and Gloria, he came out and he had a set of men's clubs and women's clubs. And anybody that knows golf, like I can't hit women's clubs. I would literally shatter the shaft with my swing speed.
Snap them in
So
half.
I was like, yeah. So I was like, no, put those away. I'm like, but let me look at these. So I took that set and then we went next door. I didn't like anything in his garage. And then we went across the street and I forget that guy's name. But he had 9 sets of clubs in his driveway. Maybe Tom. Yes.
I don't know.
But I was like, hey, Tom, I'm like, I need a stiff flex, at least 60 gram driver shaft. And he's like, I'll be right back. And then he comes back and he's like, how's this? And I'm like, oh, I love that. And he's like, what do you hit for a driver? And I was like, I have the TaylorMade Stealth. And he's like, ooh, hold on. And then he goes somewhere else and he grabs it. He takes the head off of the shaft of one. He brings it over. He puts it together. He cranks it up. And he's like, what do you think about this? And I was like, oh, love it. And then he got me some wedges. So we were good to go. But
see, that's where you and I are still so different because I'm like, I need a lefty club.
Right.
I know no other like words whatsoever associated with golf. So
yeah, no, I mean, if you don't golf a lot, I mean, even a lot of it to me is foreign.
Really?
There are some people that get like really technical. And I just am not, I'm like, I go to the professionals and I get fitted, but they're the professionals. And like, not that I don't care, but like, I don't need all of that information because like, yes, I am competitive and I'm a really good amateur golfer, but like, I'm not a professional. So, but
you are in my book.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
Oh man, that was just so fun. My dad's like, take a video of her like doing a swing, practice swing, and everybody was like, ooh, just watching you like, yeah, I could do this. And the fact that you had to say like, don't worry, I won't wreck your lawn.
Right.
If it were me, I'd be like, watch out for your like kitchen window because this club's going through it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. So then Erika and I walked back across the neighborhood and I had like a legit holding of beer in one hand and golf clubs in the other. And it was 67 degrees out. And I was like, oh, I'm living my best life.
Perfect day.
It was so great. So yeah, then your parents took us out to dinner.
Yep. I don't even remember. Oh, we went to the Sneaky Beagle. So we get there because that's just a restaurant, like a bar and grill kind of place. And they just happened to have trivia that night, and my eyes light up with like you guys know. We were talking about it when like Eric and Carolina and I were having a meeting, and I was just like, oh my God, trivia. Like, that's where my attention goes. But this was probably the worst round of trivia I've ever played for the sole purpose. They weren't real like trivia questions. They were more like I can't even describe how these questions were. It's just more like general knowledge. Like if you knew it, you were lucky you knew that.
Right. Yeah. I was no help. I was the, what do you want to call it? The ticket bitch. when we wrote down the answer, I had to walk it up to the guy. That was the only contribution I made. I did not answer one question.
You did wonderfully, because that just saved me a trip. I was like, she's got it. Yay.
Yeah. But yeah, I had a couple beers at dinner and I was feeling good after dinner, but I was like, okay. I was no more alcohol for me.
That probably spurred our other bad decision that we made that night. So we were in my parents' kitchen after dinner and we were just like scrolling on Facebook using our phones. And of course, I get a targeted ad for the Myrtle Beach Marathon. And I'm looking at it and I was like, usually this race, I figured I'd never be able to run it because it always falls on the first weekend in March, which happened to be at the end of February vacation, and my coworker always took it off. So we're not really supposed to do like overlapping vacations since there's so few of us. And I found out that this is actually like the weekend after. So I immediately like start texting Chrissy and I'm like, hey, are you going to be back by then? And she's like, oh yeah, I come back on this day. And I was like, oh my God. So I'm like, Tara, they have a half marathon too. And so like the wheels are spinning. we just start talking and we're planning our next trip down to Myrtle Beach already.
We're going back in 5 weeks.
But
so yeah, we both signed up.
It works out better because the postponed date, for the Myrtle Beach 24-hour ultra that we were supposed to run was only 2 weeks later. So it would have been way more expensive to get a flight down. And also that Super Bowl weekend, that would have just been too crazy. And we got to be in New England for that. Come on. Go Pats.
Yeah, absolutely. Although I'm pretty sure we would have gone to the freaking neighborhood party.
I know,
Your parents' neighborhood is like goals. Like I am so ready to retire. I like got home. I'm looking at my 401k. I'm like, I can fit in with these people. Like, can I just do this, sell my house and do it now?
Life is cheaper.
But they're having like a big Super Bowl party and everyone's bringing a dish. And so I was like, I mean, we would have made like a good time out of it.
60% of them are from New England anyways. So I guess it works out. Yeah, you got a point.
Yeah.
But yeah, we already made our plans and yeah, we're heading back the beginning of March. So
yeah,
we're coming back, Mom and Dad. Get the room ready.
Yep. So yeah, and then we went to bed. I think I went to bed first every single night because I stayed up late. Everybody,
you did. I gotta give you credit. Yes,
I was up until like 9:30, 10 o'clock almost every night. So
yep.
I partied even on the days I wasn't drinking.
And your body still woke you up early the next day.
Yeah, I know. I did actually sleep in though, which is the reason why is because I didn't have my dogs, because my one dog, Jack, is the one that wakes me up every morning at 4.
Yeah.
But I would wake up and then I'd make myself go back to sleep. So I ended up, I actually slept really good at your parents' house. So
good. That
was great.
Well, I, on the other hand, tried to wake up early just so you weren't like by yourself the whole time, just staying in the bedroom. But we woke up early. Well, I woke up early the next day on Friday because you were going to go on a little shakeout run with me before the Saturday big race.
Yeah. So we got up and Friday wasn't that bad either for weather.
No.
So I actually did our shakeout run in a tank top and shorts.
And I was only in a long sleeve and pants.
Yes.
Yes, I wore pants. Was I in shorts?
No, you wore shorts.
Did I wear shorts?
I think you wore shorts.
You guys, I wore shorts in January.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you wore shorts.
Excellent.
But yeah, so we did our shakeout run and then we came back, showered, and got ready to go play golf. So I get it. All right. So the golfing, this was great. Like
You take it away on the golf part.
Your dad was like, he was super excited too. And we got there like probably a little too early. But it's fine. We hung out in the pro shop for a little bit. It was a little crisp out. Like it wasn't warm. The wind was blowing, but we both had skorts on. And I had like I had a golf shirt on and then a 3/4 zip. Your mom did give us a blanket just in case, but I think it was like in the 50s, but it like that little breeze just kind of like when it was I say when the wind was winding, it could kind of like cut through you a little bit, but I wasn't upset that I had a skirt on. Like I was
Same.
comfortable all day. So yeah, so we got carts. We got to the first tee and let her rip. And it was awesome. Erika made a 4 on a par 3 all by herself.
Yeah.
She hit a great drive. She was on the green and 1, but she 3-putted, which she was kind of far away, but it's fine. I'm like, you made a bogey, a legit bogey. And then
Which
her
is
mom had a
probably
birdie.
The best I've done is getting it like a bogey. Because every other one I was like, well, this is like 4 over. So that's like a booger. I don't know what we're going to call this one, but sure.
Yeah. And your dad was like all into it. He was keeping score and stuff. I didn't play that great. I hit the ball great off the tee, but those greens were like really hard. And obviously I'm not trying to make any excuses, but I had other people's clubs and I didn't know how far each club went. So
you did great for what you had.
I was pumped. I was in my happy place. So we had a great day out there. It was fun. And then Erika made a new friend on the golf course.
Oh my God, you guys. All right. So you know me, like I may as well be a Disney princess at this point because my dad always will bring when he golfs a bag of like little crackers and like he'll maybe have like Cheerios or something. He tells me turtles like Cheerios. So that's good to know. But I take this little bag of the crackers and we were looking all morning long for a squirrel because he said that they're really friendly. They like to eat snacks. And I'm like, oh, all right, I'm going to make this work. So we finally find a hole that has a squirrel like just in a tree. So I throw I throw one of the little crackers at him to get him to come out of the tree. And then I hold one in my hand and I'm like, come here, buddy. And we're talking, when we talk squirrels, this is a black and white squirrel. It's different than the ones we have up here. It's super, super cute. Like it's kind of weird looking, actually. You're like, what is this?
Yeah.
But so I get it to come out of the tree and it's slowly like working its way over, like dun 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 dun, dun like coming over to me. And Tara's getting it on video too. It actually takes the cracker out of my hand and just like goes a few steps away and just like nibbles at it. And I'm like, come on, buddy, I want to get like another one. This is for Tara. She's got to get it on video. And he finishes the entire little cracker before coming over for another one. And then just like ever so gently, like bites it out of my hand. And I'm like squealing with glee because it was the cutest thing on the planet.
It was very fun to watch. She was in her element.
Yeah,
he was a very
that was
cute
why I
squirrel,
came golfing,
though.
Not for the actual golf, but for squirrels.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
So
but that was the
worth it.
only one we saw all day. I wonder if it was probably too cold for them.
I would assume. I mean,
Yeah.
So hibernating or something for a little while.
Right. Yeah.
It was
so
freaking cute.
Yeah, and I did learn that Erika is like good for probably about 15 holes of golf, and then she was just spent. So we played this like really tough par 5. Yeah, it is. I know, and I walk all the time, so imagine how freaking tired I am after playing 18 holes. But
you're right. Wow.
We got to this par 5, and there was like water across the thing, and I actually went in the water. That was the only ball I lost. But Erika went in the water. Linda went in the water, and then I was like, I'm like, get in the cart, Erika. We're gonna just go. We're not gonna hit over this. Let's go around.
That's the golf I like to play.
Yeah, and then she was so funny. She's like, is it okay if I just pick up my ball and ride in the cart? I was like, yeah, that's fine. You're like, I think I'm mentally over this. I'm like, I get that. Totally get that.
It was really exhausting, and I don't know why. It might be that I was just like tired from the day, like before, just drinking before. I don't know, but I was just like, I can't do it anymore.
I was also hungry too because
oh God, yeah.
We had bagels for breakfast, but then like we didn't bring any snacks with us really, and we had those crackers from the cart girl.
To me. I did.
Yeah, I know, but we played at 10 in the morning, so we didn't get done until 2. So we ate lunch at like 2:30, but I was like starving, so I was like, oh my God. Mm-hmm. I think on the last 3 holes, I was like, I'm getting hangry. And then I was like, do you think I can eat these? Can I eat these crackers that you fed the squirrel? And you were like, I think those are stale. I was like, at this point, I think I might need them.
They were like the cheesy Ritz bits, though. Like, those are delicious. So I would have been all for that. But yeah, no guarantees how long they've been around for.
Yeah. So that was fun. We got back to the house, and it was funny. Your dad was on a call with somebody, and your mom was like, oh, just wait, listen to him. And he was like, yeah, he's like, this girl I played with today, Erika's friend, like my best drive, I hit it down the middle and she was 60 yards past me. It was great. It was beautiful. I was like, oh my God. It was so
That's
funny.
how you
He
know
was
your
like so
family
impressed.
when my dad's like, yeah, you know you're in when my dad is like gloating over you.
Yeah. And I even told him, I'm
it
like,
means a lot. So
we're going back, and I think we're going to do Thursday to Sunday. And I was like, we could even play on Thursday because the flight gets in early. But I was like, Don, we're going to play golf. And he's like, oh yeah, yep, yeah, I'll get on it. I'm on it. So we will be golfing another day.
Maybe play like, I feel like we should play like 3 9-holes or something, like 3 rounds of 9, because then I can hang. Otherwise, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm good for another like 15, and then
yeah, or we could just pay for 9 for you, and then you could just ride around the cart.
That's more
an
my
option.
speed.
Yeah,
is it really
always
Can
an
we do that?
option?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes. Awesome.
you can totally do that.
I'm in. I found my way.
Yeah.
Oh my
So then after that we were like, let's make bibs. Let's make race bibs for tomorrow. Just for, obviously for social. And then your mom was so cute. She was like, hey, Tara, do you think I can go in your room? And I was like, my room? I was like, you can do whatever you want. It's your house. So Eric and I had our own bedrooms, which was awesome. We shared a bathroom. We'll talk about that later. That poor toilet. I might have to send your parents a new toilet. But so she went into my room, air quotes, and she comes out with this big box of like arts and crafts, and she was so cute. She's like, I'm gonna make you guys medals. And we're like, oh. So she ended up making us these really cute stars, and they're magnets. So I have mine on my fridge, and we called our race. Go ahead. What was our race?
We named it the Kapalua Looper.
Kapalua Looper.
That's my parents' street, and we did hella laps around that neighborhood.
Yes, and you kind of got the idea from Loopy Looper. So
yep.
we were
it
like,
popped
let's go
into
with
my
it.
head, and I was like, oh my God, this is perfect.
Perfect. Yeah, we
really
were like
proud of
on
myself
fire.
for
And
that.
then we
It
were
was
like,
great.
let's make the race bibs. So it was literally like a piece of paper you would get out of a notebook and cut them in half. And then, so it was myself, Erika, and Holly. So Erika was 2 because number 2. And then I was 6, 7. And then I was like, you know what? Holly's going to be 69. So myself as the race director, the bibs were totally random. So just, I don't know how it had turned out that way, but so we had our bibs, we put stoolie stickers on our bibs and yeah. So yeah, we did that. And then I think we,
what did we do for
did we
dinner
go out that night? Friday.
Pizza.
No?
We had pizza.
Oh, we got a pizza. Yes, the pizza.
Mm-hmm.
This pizza might have been the culprit. I don't know what it was, but that segues us into early bedtime. And what was the wake up call for our race day? We wanted to start at 7. So I think we were like 6 o'clock.
Yep,
you got up.
Yeah, I usually, if I know I have to do a long run, I have to get up at least an hour early just because I'll have to eat more food and try to be more awake. Usually, like for our run that we did on Friday, with like it was 2 miles. I think I rolled out of bed like 20 minutes before, like maybe a half an hour before we went out. So I definitely needed a little extra time. So I'm like, all right, 6 a.m., here we go. And yeah, we just had the 7 a.m. planned start time. And yeah, you told Holly, and she lives 10 minutes down the road, so she just jumped in her car, headed right over, and yeah, met us for start time.
Yeah, so Holly is like one of my best friends from back home, and she relocated to Myrtle Beach 2 years ago, and she lives 10 minutes away from Erika's parents, so it worked out great because Holly had signed up for the race too. So told her what our plan was, and she was like, well, how much are you guys running? And I was like, I think we're going to try for the 50K. And she was like, well, I don't really have any interest in doing that. But Holly came over and she ended up doing 20 miles, which was the longest she's ran since running a marathon, I think like 3 years ago. So she did awesome.
Yeah, you told her or she said 12 miles or between 12 and 16 she was aiming for. And then she just threw out 20. And we're like, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, I know, which is crazy. But if you're a runner, if you know, you know. So yeah, so we were all fueled up, trying to figure out what to wear. That was a little tricky because I think it was like 40 degrees when we woke up, but it was supposed to get colder as the day went on. And I started out in fleece lined pants and a long sleeve and with a t-shirt over it. And I had my gloves and hat, and that did not last long. As you guys saw in one of the videos, I was stripping. But
yeah, half on, half off.
Yeah. So, but we ended up, we had the garage up. We had our own little aid station. We had all of our food out there. We had extra glitter. We had lube. We had sunglasses. We had it all. So it was great.
Access to bathroom. That was the most important part.
Oh my God. We'll get into that. Major code browns on my side.
Mhm.
What did we say? It was a little under 1.1 mile, the loop.
I think it was like just around that. And so one of the questions from the Ask Me Anything segment, Eric sent us a couple of questions. That was one of them. Like, how did you choose this course? Well, it was super convenient because literally we ran by my parents' house every time. But the loop was basically the same distance that the other course was supposed to be for each loop. So it was very comparable. And I mean, yes, we could have just kept going in a circle. That would have been fine too, but we would have ended up with an extra couple of laps.
Right.
We didn't want to do that.
And honestly, running it 29 times or however many times, I never got bored. And that was also because there was a lot going on in the neighborhood. There's a couple more houses going up, so people were working, and the guys thought we were fucking crazy. This one guy's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "We're running." He's like, "How long?" Because we were literally, people probably were eating breakfast, lunch, and like looking out their window at like those girls are still running,
right?
Because we were out there for 7 hours, I think.
Yep.
But the guys were cheering us on, and of course, we got some looks. And the one guy that was driving the cement truck, he's like, "Well, how many are you at?" And I was like, 22. And he's like, 22? He's like, "Keep going." And then the next time we came around, I think we took a walking break. And he's like, "Why are you walking?" And I was like, "Give me a break. Let me walk."
Because it's necessary. Trust me.
Yes.
But yeah, we also
hurts.
we also had to switch directions a few times because we're like, all right, this way is so windy. So we figured if we just ran the opposite way, maybe there would be less windy spots. And
yeah,
I mean, we did pick a good direction where we weren't just blasted in the face with wind every time.
Yeah. No, I thought it was great. It worked out great. And there were like 2 porta potties because they're doing so much like building. Yeah. They had to have porta potties for the construction people. So that was great. But we also had the house every mile. Mm-hmm. And I pride myself in my gut. Like, I never have issues ever. I've had one really horrible run where I literally shit my pants 3 times, and I knew exactly, I ate something that I had never eaten the night before, and I think it was bad. I really think I had food poisoning that day because it lasted all day long. But I never have issues. And I took 5 dumps. 5. Like, one of them was like a legit 4th of July firework display. Like, I sat down and I was like, I think the whole neighborhood heard that. And the poor toilet, I had to like scrub it with the brush every time because it was just like fucking Picasso in there. And I was mortified. Like, I never, ever have issues like this. I always do like pre-race poop, wake up and I poop. And you and I have had this conversation. I am so regular. Every morning I wake up and within 5 to 10 minutes, I do my morning
Same
poop.
with me too.
Yeah. And it happened that morning too. And I was like, oh, awesome. Great. But like every 10K, I was like, oh, great. We're going to need another great. We got to stop.
Yep.
And it was like getting so old. I was like, what the fuck is wrong? But it wasn't like the urge that like, oh my God, I'm going to shit my pants right now. Mm-hmm. It was just like, I have to poop again. And I have to poop again. And I'm pooping again. Hey, guess what? I got to poop. Like, it was nonstop. So
I felt so bad about that too, because so we did have the pizza beforehand, but so you had 3 pieces, I had 3 pieces, I was fine.
Yeah,
I
right.
Just, like,
so
I
don't know what it was. I have no idea. I literally have no idea. But I'm like, I've been eating like very healthy and clean for 4 weeks. So
it's there you go. We had pizza and it's like,
or I'm like, I haven't drank. Thursday was the first time I drank since December. So that was a month. So I'm like, maybe the alcohol took like.
They're all stacking up now. It seems kinda,
yeah. And I'm running 31 miles. So my body is probably like, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Thing too.
Yeah.
You're not used to that. Your body like rebels. And
right. Exactly.
It did.
So, I mean, I did not poop myself, but RIP to that guest bathroom toilet. Man, I'm going to send your parents a gift card to Home Depot.
Honestly, I was thinking about that too. I was like, this does not have the flush power for what we need it to do.
Yeah, I think we went through a whole bottle of like bathroom spray too. And maybe like a case of TP. So
I will send. I will make sure my mom is taken care of. We'll send her some,
Yeah.
some more supplies.
she just gets a random care package of toilet paper, a new toilet scrubber, some spray,
We gotta send her the
Oh.
toilet cleaner too.
candles.
Oh, God. Yep. Yeah, we'll hook her
So,
up. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah. So Holly ran 20 and then she took off. And then you and I were solo for the last, what's that, 11 and a half? But we did give out awards.
Yes, we
Since
did.
this was the inaugural premiere, first ever. And we had 3 age group winners, which was amazing.
Believe that, you guys, we all won.
All 3 of us won our age groups, which is amazing. We all set course PRs. So it was great. So we did a little trophy presentation before Holly left. And then you and I finished. I actually ended up changing into shorts because I was like so warm. So I ran. Oh, and my God, I got to give a shout out to Run Rabbit.
Hell yes.
What is the name of that jacket?
It's the Cocoon.
Oh,
I think it's the Cocoon
I am obsessed.
2.0.
Cocoon 2.0. I love you. Will you marry me? Erika let me borrow it, and it's the best. And it's funny because do you know Charla Stevens? She's a Millennium Running lady.
I saw her post the other day where she was wearing the kitchen sink worth of stuff, but one of them was the Cocoon, and I was like, I'm telling you,
so
these
she
things are
listed
fantastic.
Everything, and I was like, oh my God, the Cocoon, I'm obsessed. And then Erica Sweat commented, and she's like, I have two too, and so they're what, $120. I'm buying one, but they just they're out of my size
back.
Right. So I am eyeing it. I literally have a email pinned at the top of my email from Rabbit because I was like, I need it. The best.
I'm telling
10
you,
out of 10.
whenever I get a code, I will let you know. And I even have rewards points. I will donate them to you. Get
you're the best.
some money off that way. So we'll make sure
You're
you
the
get
best.
what you need.
So, but I was fine. I loved the shorts. I had my compression socks on, and I had to change shoes up twice, just to give my feet something out. But you stayed in pretty much the same thing all morning, didn't you?
Yep. And so I had on one of the Cocoons as well, and so that is it's very lightweight, but it keeps you very warm, and it almost feels to me like a neoprene, but it's not. It's like a fleecy, a very light fleece, but it just keeps you so warm. It dries super fast, and that's one of the reasons why I kept it on, because once we would take a break, I'm like, oh man, this is drying. I don't even it's not making me cold from sweating so much. So yeah, I had that on. I had a vest on. I did do a sock change because I buy these they're from Injinji, the toe socks, and they're like a skiing pair, but they keep your feet super warm. And I was like, that's the one thing I can't handle is when my toes are cold, because I lose feeling. They sting. It just doesn't feel nice. And I had them on, and I was like, I am so toasty in these. I don't think I need these anymore. So I wound up changing out of those. But yeah, fleece leggings. I had an ear band, and the gloves kept coming on and off too, depending on where the wind was. But I was totally comfortable the whole day.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
No, it was great. I think we had really good weather minus the wind on a couple corners. But I want to say after Holly left, you and I did run walk loops.
Yep.
So we started, we would run 2 and walk 1, run 2 and walk 1. And I was just kind of my hip flexors were flaring. I have a hamstring issue on my right leg. And I don't think it's more my hamstring, but it's nerve from when I had my back surgery. My nerve never really fully healed. And so I just have to deal with that. So it gets really cranky the higher the mileage. So we decided to do, like I said, run 2, walk 1. And then we hit 30 miles and we were like, let's do a beer mile.
Yes,
so
beer
our last mile, we grabbed a beer and we walked her home, and it was glorious. So
I like how we were taking videos, and I had to say, I'm like, look, we're doing a beer mile. No, we're doing a beer lap because beer miles are like when you just chug the beers, sprint a lap, and usually you're drinking like 4 beers in 10 minutes max. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
no, we
Let's
were not
clarify.
doing that.
We were not doing that. We were literally drinking a beer in a mile.
Yes. Yes.
So
They tend to do that around like in the South. Like I've done races down here and it's like a legit thing. People be like
Yeah.
beer lap and like you can get a whole group of people and they'll just like walk a lap with a beer. And I was like, this is marvelous. So I started doing that up in my Notch View race and I'm never going back now.
yeah, it was actually really tasty. I think we both had White Claws, so it was basically like a soda water. So
Super
it was
easy.
quenching.
Yep.
It was delicious.
Now, I got a question for you. Before we decided we were going to do like the 30 miles, what was the longest run you've done recently? Like beside, like you probably were in half marathon shape, but like you ramped it up. You definitely did.
Yeah. I ran 13 in November. And since then, I have not run more than, I think, 8 miles.
Did you fucking,
in a
oh my
long run.
gosh.
But I mean, I run 3 days a week. I feel like my cardio is decent, and I just
Fucking
like
winged a 50K, dude. You're like
yeah.
me.
I just have this like
Yes.
switch where it's like if I have something set in my head, and I think I attribute this to growing up being an athlete and just being super competitive. I put something in my head, I believe it, and I think it, and I will do it. Like I'm not gonna say like quitting. Sometimes you need to know when to throw the towel in.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I'm knock on wood, I'm feeling healthy and I could care less about my time.
Yeah.
So, and it's not like I was, oh, you have to do this in 4 hours. Like,
Yeah.
no. And I was like, I want to have fun. And we came down here to run an ultra. So we're going to run a friggin' ultra.
Fuck yeah.
So let's just do it for funsies. And I got to give you credit because I don't think anybody else would have done that with me of my friends, at least running friends.
Let
You
it
are
be
the one.
known.
Yes.
I am down for this crazy shit.
Yes.
always.
You are the one that I will call if someone was like, if your life is on the line and somebody has to run 31.5 miles for you to live, who are you going to call? Erika.
Count me in.
10 out of
Count
10
me in.
times. Yes. So
I feel like somebody tagged me in that reel. Like if you're about to win $1 million, but you have to find somebody to run a marathon with you on like a moment's notice. And I think it was like Chad Zimmerman.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
like I'm bringing her. And it was like,
yes,
yeah, it's
Erika is the one. So
may not be
that
fast,
was-
but hey,
I know everyone's like, you did that for fun. And I was like, yeah. I'm like,
yeah.
What
Eric
else are we
was
gonna do?
calling it a pretend 50K.
yeah.
A 50K is a 50K. It may not
Right.
be an official race, but it doesn't.
No.
It doesn't negate what we did. We still did the
There was
miles. We had the
Nothing
fun.
fake about that because pretend and fake are kind of the same words. And I did say in our reel, I said fake 50K.
Quote, quote.
And then Eric corrected me and he said, I called it a pretend. I'm like, it's the same thing.
Oh, it was very
But,
real. It was
I mean,
very real.
it's on Strava. It lives there now. It happened.
Mhm.
It's on my Garmin app. So
We can say it was for fun, not
for
pretend.
fun. Yes.
The
Yeah, there
verbiage
we
here
go.
has to be correct. But
Yeah. So
but yeah, we
But-
did have we gave ourselves plenty of time in the day to do it because we really didn't have too much going on, but we did have dinner plans.
oh my God. So your parents were like asking us what we wanted to do. And when we came down there, they were so funny. And I got to say, there's nothing better than, so I'm 42. I'll be 43 this year. Eric is going to be 40.
40.
But like we're older and it's just so great that like your parents were like planning this whole weekend for us and we're like full grown adults. Like you would have thought that we were a couple teenagers coming down to like, and
Right?
and it was just so fun. And I was like, I love that we got to do this. And like, like I said, we're adults, but we're like having this whole weekend planned with your parents and they were like so thrilled to have us. So they mentioned medieval times. So I have been once
wish I
before. I've
wrote
been to
the
the one in Orlando.
Left it at my parents' house.
If anybody has never been to medieval times, I recommend going at least once. For me, it's something I haven't gone since I was 18 and I was like, oh my God, it was so much fun. I'll go again. But like, I wouldn't go like more than once a year.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know that they had one in Myrtle Beach. So we had a 5 p.m. reservation. They only have one show this time of year because it's their slow season down
Yep.
there. So yeah, tell them a little bit more about our experience.
So this was my first time ever going to a medieval times, and it was the biggest dork fest I've ever seen. But don't get me wrong, it was so freaking fun. I was like being dorky with everybody else, but like you walk around and you see people in like chainmail armor and like they have plastic swords, and I'm like, yay, my people. So the whole premise of this is like I kind of attributed it to almost being sorted into like a Hogwarts house. So you get there and you get like assigned a section. We were in the black and white section. So you have your own night to cheer for. And we're like, yes, let's freaking go. And this is basically dinner and a show. So we get inside, we sit down, and then they start like serving you some food before the show starts. And the one caveat here is that they do not give you silverware. So you're on your own, man. My dad was like, I was going to bring a fork. Yeah.
Spoon.
Yeah. That reminds me of the New Girl quote from Nick Miller. He's like, I've got 2 perfectly good forks on the ends of my hands. Like, so that was basically the quote of the night. So you start off with like a bowl of soup, and it's got a handle on it, so you're not like literally using your hand to eat soup. But they called it like dragon's blood, and then you get a piece of garlic bread, and here's a dragon scale. Like, I'm like, this is so fucking cute. Like, I can't with this. And of course we're drinking, so I'm really getting into it. But
oh wait, let me interrupt you real quick.
Oh, go for it.
So
yeah.
The first drink that we get was before the what do you want to call it? The doors. I was going to say the
before
drawbridge.
they open. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Before the drawbridge opened.
Yeah.
We go up to get drinks, and I go first, and I ordered. I don't even remember. I think I just got a beer. I don't remember what I got.
You got a Tito's.
No, I got a Tito's. Tito's and soda.
And vodka.
Tito's and vodka, yes. So the guy's like, all right, ID. And I give him my ID, and then I pay. And then Erika goes, and he didn't card Erika.
Oh wait, no, he didn't card me, but I attribute it because he couldn't see my gray streak.
No, he carded you, but he didn't card me.
Yes.
That's what it was. And I was like, oh, so I look like I am fucking old, but this one over here gets carded.
I think it is literally because you couldn't see my gray streak because I had the dumbass crown thing on. But I was like so dorking out just talking to this guy. He was asking me what I wanted, and I'm like, I think they had like frozen margaritas, and I was like, I would like your like the margarita in your most like regular of glasses, please. And
yeah, that's where they get you. You can buy like the guy at the end of our table had like some type of horn that he was drinking out of.
I saw that.
I don't know what that is called, but obviously it's from medieval times.
Oh God. But then he asked me, he's like, do you want it spiked? And I was like, yes. And then he's asking me what kind of vodka or tequila I wanted. I'm like, I will take your most bottom shelf, like the bottomest of shelves. And I just like, I was making myself laugh because I was just being such a dork, but when in Rome, right?
Right. Exactly. So yes, sorry to interrupt there, but I just wanted it known that I am an old lady and Erika is a young buck, apparently.
I just blame you. You couldn't see the hair. But so we
got our soup and the bread.
Yep. And then they started bringing out the main course, and this is definitely where you and I differ. So you and I are very different just in general. Like, you run hot, I run cold. And
morning person, night person,
and I go to eat my chicken. They give you this big ass chicken leg, no forks, like, and I will not, like, even when I'm eating like a chicken wing or something, I will only use my like pointer and thumb to eat it. Like, I don't like being really messy. So here I am like nibbling at it, trying not to get it all over my face. And then Tara what did you say to the waitress?
Oh, I told the girl, I was like, I'm gonna motorboat the shit out of this chicken. I looked like I like had grease all. I was just both hands, and I was like, ah. Yep. And I look over at Erika, and she's like, so
we had fun taking some TikToks.
Yeah, took videos, and I was like, I'm gonna make so many TikToks out of this. So if you look at my TikTok, it's a funny video, and it has me, and I'm just like dig right into it, and then it's like Erika over there, like, I don't know, oh, gross. So we had some fun, but they also served a piece of corn, so obviously that was easy, and then like a potato wedge. Oh, that was seasoned to perfection.
I could have eaten like 17 of those. It was like a half of a potato. Was it fried? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was fried.
I still would have eaten like 17 of them. They were so
good. And then we had a eclair. for
oh,
dessert.
for dessert, yes.
Yeah.
But let's
So.
talk about this show. It was so like very theatrical. You have like your master of ceremonies kind of guy, and he's riding a horse in the middle, and then you get the king and the queen. They're on the end, like talking to everybody in the court, I suppose, and then it's like this huge production when each of the knights come out. So there's 6 different knights, and everybody like has to cheer for their sections. So there was like a green section, a red section, a red and yellow section, black and white. I forget what else, like
Blue.
I think there was just a yellow also, but it really did remind me of like the Harry Potter houses, because the guy from the green side, I was like, this guy's wicked Snapey. Like he just had like the long black kind of, it looked like a little greasy hair, and I was like, he's totally a Slytherin. You're going down, dude. Like or shit talking the other nights. But it was an awesome show.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Dancing horses, like what is it, dressage? I think it is.
Dressage, yeah.
Dance. And then they had like a falcon that came out and was like zipping around the whole place. And we were all like, oh my god! They tell you like not to put your hand in the air because it will get you. Like it was pretty legit. They had like jousting. I was totally into that. And then like sword fighting and shit. Like, when the hell do you get to see that? Especially during dinner. Like, come on.
They had like the wall of weapons that they could choose from, and that guy grabbed the mace, and I was like, ooh, I love that. But it was very theatrical, like you said. So like one guy would get hit on his shield, and next thing you know, he's doing like 5 somersaults in the sand, and he was like, ugh. Yeah. And I was like, oh wow, that was good.
But like the swords would hit each other and they would spark, and I was like, oh. I was taking videos. Like I really felt like a kid. It was so much fun to watch.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, again, I recommend anybody that hasn't gone, go. They have like a bunch of locations like across the US. Oh,
you got me the best freaking sticker I have ever seen. So
I got up to go to the bathroom, and I ran by this like little kiosk thing, and this stuck out. It says "Slay the Day with a Sword," and who is that? Mike Beeman. So Mike,
let's go.
If you're listening, I got you a sticker too, and I will hand deliver it to you at the Boston Marathon. So
you were so nice. Oh,
yeah,
God.
I was like, oh my god, I need to buy these. So that, and then the show was over, and we like both went to the bathroom, and I was chanting black and white while I was peeing.
And I was laughing.
I was like, oh my god, what is wrong with me? But then we left and went home, and then we made another TikTok. We did the Devil Wears Prada TikTok. So they give you those crowns when you walk in, and they're basically comparable to the ones that you get at Burger King.
Yes.
But it says medieval times, and there is a TikTok that is, it's I don't remember the lines, but it's like, what if I don't want to live the way you live?
Oh, the Devil Wears Prada, yeah, and then it has Miranda being like, "Oh, don't be ridiculous, Andre. Everybody wants this." So Erika had hers on, and I was just standing next to her, and she took my crown and put it on my head. So that's another one that we did on the TikTok. Posted a lot of TikToks this weekend. So we had a lot of fun. We were like crying over that when like
oh
I was like,
yeah.
oh my god, we need to do it for this, because a lot of people do for like runners, that like the non-runner and the runner pitting the bib on the other person, and I was like, dude, we should do it with the fucking hat.
Yeah, it was perfect. We nailed it too. We only had to like do it twice.
Yep, it was great.
Yeah. So yeah, then we got home, and I think we played cards, which we'll talk about that next.
Yep. We learned a new game called Swoop, and it's really fun. It reminds me of Asshole or President or whatever you called it, but the college drinking game. It's my favorite drinking game ever. And I was like, my dad's trying to describe it to me, and I like kept interrupting him and making him mad because he's trying to tell me, and I'm like, but I kind of know how to play this, but I just have questions.
Yes, it was funny, but we picked up quick. But then we ended up playing a more competitive game the next day. So we'll go into Sunday. So Sunday was kind of like our lazy day.
Yep.
And honestly, like, I don't know about you, but I was sore Saturday night. I woke up Sunday and I felt surprisingly good. Like,
Same.
I thought I was going to be so much more like worse off. And I was like, it was just, I had to do some stretching. And I was good. So
let me tell you, people, walking seriously helps. Like if you need to walk during a race, especially if you're doing an ultra distance of sorts, it will help you feel so much better. And I mean, yes, you could run the whole thing, you could whatever, get a better time, but like the walking that we did during this set us up so we were not sore and not hurting for the rest of the weekend. Like that's how I prefer to do it.
It was great.
Mhm.
Yep. So I had told you, since Holly and Dave live down there, I was like, well, if we're not doing anything Sunday, I'm like, I'm going to have Holly come pick me up. And so that's what happened. She picked me up early morning, and Dave and I, they took me to breakfast, which was great. And then after that, we went back and I got to see her house because I haven't been down there yet. So that was nice. And then Holly and I did like a 4-mile walk in her neighborhood.
Yep.
And I hung out there for a little bit, and then I think you just hung out with your parents.
Yep.
And
I got to sleep a little bit later, but that only meant like 9:30, which really wasn't that late. I think I went to bed at like 1:00 the night before that. So
you were up late.
It was not a lot of extra sleep, but just laying down was good. But yeah, I went for a walk with my mom around the neighborhood again, and then we were just hanging out until Pat's game.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I came back and put on my Drake May sweatshirt and was ready for the game. So Erika's parents had told me that they were having a couple in the neighborhood over for the game. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So your mom made a lasagna, which she made it for us to have the night before the race, but we ended up saving it for the game on Sunday.
Yep. Still tasty good.
Yeah. So we were just hanging around, and then the game was getting ready to come on. And I'm like, I think I was sitting in the recliner, and then I heard the front door and everybody gets up. So I was like, oh, I gotta get up and meet this couple. So I stand up, I turn around, and my jaw drops. And I was just like, no way. So the couple, I know them from North Conway, my hometown.
What are the freaking odds, right?
I know. And it's so funny because we ran by their house in the Ultra, and I saw the New Hampshire cars, and then they had a vanity plate that said Ski NH. And I said to Erika, I go, oh my God, I'm like, I wonder where they're from. And I'm like, and Erika's like, oh, I think my parents know them. So maybe we could like go over and introduce you. So, but it was a surprise because your dad was talking. So it happens to be two Dons. Your dad, Don, was talking to Don and said, oh, my daughter's coming down. She's bringing a friend, and she's a really good golfer. She's the head women's golf coach at St. A's. And he looked at him and he goes, Tara Watt? It's like,
Such a small world, dude.
I know. So this couple, they're in their 70s. But they are from North Conway, where I'm from. And their son, Brett, is, I want to say he's like 8 or 10 years older than me. But their nephew, Kevin, I went to high school with, and we know so many people. And I know Don from the mountain and from the golf course. So it was just so great. Like, it was awesome. And Betty is just a hoot. I've never met Betty, but
she's the sweetest
poor,
thing.
I felt so bad for your dad and Don, because her and I were talking the entire game because she just kept asking me questions. She showed me pictures of her grandkids, and she's just, it was great. So
it was fun to be on the other side of it, like just seeing you guys kind of reminisce and just kind of get acquainted again, because it's been how long since you've seen them?
Yeah, I haven't seen, it's been years.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but this was a secret so my mom told me about this, and I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, just don't tell Tara. Don't tell her. And I'm like, I won't tell her. It's fine. Yeah, I'll keep the secret. Like, I honestly forgot about it for a long time. But then when we were running and you're like, oh, check out this license plate, I was like, I wonder and like trying to play it off. But yeah, I'm just so happy that the surprise actually worked. And it was just so nice to see you guys together.
Yeah, it was great. And then we actually paused the game and ate the lasagna, all of us, which was nice. But I was like secretly like stressing out because I was like, okay, I can't look at my phone because I hope nobody texts me to tell me like what's going on with the game. Like I'm a diehard Boston sports fan. Like I love the Bruins and the Red Sox and the Patriots, obviously. Yeah. Celtics probably number 4, but like those 3 teams I watch religiously, and I get notifications from CBS Sports when they start the game, they score, all this. So I was like, phone down. So
don't touch.
Yeah.
Dinging here and there.
Yeah. So, but as everyone knows, it was a great game. Well, it wasn't a great game. I don't think it was great, but we won. That was great. So
Super Bowl.
Yeah. So, and what is Eric? What did you say? Eric posted a reel. I didn't see this reel.
Oh, so we were talking about it in one of our last episodes, and he was asking like if because Bo Nix was out if it was like a lock for the Pats to win
Okay.
because they have their backup quarterback. And I was like, I don't know. But it was just such a sloppy game. Like,
Oh yeah.
no,
Just the fourth quarter.
It was not.
When it was like Snowmageddon.
Once the snow happened, yeah, everybody
like nobody could do anything.
Well,
yeah.
they couldn't even hit. Like they were missing the freaking field goals. Like that was just not their best,
No.
day. But it turned out for the best. Glad it happened. Can't wait for the Super Bowl. It's gonna be awesome.
Yes. And you bought something.
Yes. All right. So I gotta make sure. Like, am I gonna be too loud? So Brandon doesn't know. I bought a jersey of my current favorite player, and I kind of want to make this like a giveaway. All right. If Eric, so clip this, Eric. If anybody can guess my favorite current Pats player, I will send you some sticker. so go ahead and take some guesses. I mean, if you know me, you can probably figure it out pretty easily. But hopefully the jersey will come in.
When you get the jersey, you're gonna open it, a blind opening, because she bought it off a sketch website.
Well, it was Poshmark, so that's like kind of legit, I think.
Yeah.
But I just don't know. Like, I had looked for this jersey myself. Couldn't find anything. It's like a custom jersey, and I'm probably giving
I was
it
gonna
away.
say you just eliminated a bunch of players.
I mean, I don't know. It was basically like you can get a Drake May jersey, and everybody else you had to custom make it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So I would have had to custom make it, but also I can get away with wearing a child size jersey, but it's like a child size XL, and I was like, oh, I actually found this on this website. And I'm going to see what happens. So this could be $60 well spent or completely thrown down the drain.
Yes. When is it supposed to get to you?
Saturday. So yes, I will take a video and just hopefully
even if you just share it with me, I just can't wait to see it. So
I'll send it in like the group chat. But if it works out, Saturday. So this will probably drop like Friday, I think. I think that we're aiming to have this drop Friday. So you guys can get your guesses in, and then either Saturday or Sunday or something, I'll do that video, I'll post it online, and then whoever gets it right, I'll send you some stickers.
Perfect. I am ineligible for this contest.
Hey, you can get stickers whenever you want. So
True. So yeah, so that was a fun surprise. We watched, I think I stayed up until halftime of the second game, and I was just like pooped. So
honestly, I didn't
went
stay
to
up
bed
much later than that either.
Yeah. I went to bed, which brought on Monday, we were supposed to fly home.
Yep.
But again, so another thing too, they totally could have hosted that race. The weather did not do what it was supposed to do, but
shifted north.
Yeah. So it was just cold. I will say though that when Holly picked me up on Sunday, your father's car was covered in ice.
Oh my gosh.
So they did get freezing rain, but Holly said the roads were fine.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
the reason they canceled, they were more worried about all of the Carolinas and the people who were traveling to the race and not being able to get out after the race. So I got to give him credit for just thinking like bigger picture, but I mean, it did suck for us, but we made the most of it anyways. Like,
yeah. And shout out to, do you remember his name?
Patrick.
Is it Patrick? Yeah. Patrick, the race director.
Yeah.
His communication was like amazing. Mm-hmm. I have ran hundreds of races, and some race directors are terrible and like they don't even get back to you. Yeah. This guy was awesome. He sent us emails every single day the week leading up, letting us know this potential storm was coming. And it was he was awesome. He sent the email out that canceled the race, and he's like, just respond here. So I replied immediately and said that I can't make the makeup date. And he responded right back to me. So great job. I know it's a stressful job. And
oh God, that's the worst call you have to make as a race director is like canceling.
Right?
But safety is paramount, really.
Right. Yeah. So I was a little bummed, but I was whatever. We made the best of it. So
and honestly, so I wound up getting a refund too, just because I'm not going to be able to come down in 2 weeks, but I would absolutely consider going back another year because a paved ultra. Come on, this is like my jam.
It's definitely on my list to do again. Because I want to do it. I really do. So hopefully
we'll pick a year, some year we can do it.
I mean, we get free room and board. We don't have to rent a car.
Exactly.
Home cooked meals. Yep. Sign me up. Sign me up.
The meatloaf.
Ma. So one thing that we got specially made were peanut butter and jelly sandwiches while we were running our pretend 50K. And we were joking because we were like, do you think your mom will make us a sandwich? We're like, we can just make our own sandwich. We were like, Linda, the meatloaf. Ma!
I walked in the house going to ask my mom for one, and then I'm like, why am I asking you? I can just make one right now. So I made us a sandwich. We split one, and then
delicious.
If we had wanted another one, we could have texted her and she would have brought one out. But she was ready. She was ready to help us with anything we needed, and we just wanted to make it a little easier on her.
Yeah, it was great. So Monday rolls around. We were waiting, actually Sunday night, we were waiting for KJ to upload your weekly schedule, because I was like,
that's right.
What do you have on your, like, what do you got to do tomorrow? And then finally she uploaded it and you had a 3-mile easy run.
Yep.
So I was like, sweet, I'll join you.
KJ's so good. She's always like, all right, how you feeling? And I'm like, I feel fine. So she gave me a run, and I'm like, all right, let's bust this out before we have to leave and go back to the cold, stupid weather in New Hampshire.
Yeah. And I knew the weather was coming, so I brought my work computer with me. And I gave my boss a heads up. But I was able to work a whole day on Monday, which was great. So I didn't lose any vacation time, but we kept watching our flights, and so we had our first flight was from Myrtle to Chicago, and then Chicago to Manchester. And Erika, she came in and she's like, they delayed it a half an hour. They delayed it an hour, the Chicago to Manchester. And she's like, now it's 2 hours. And both her and I were on the same page in that we were not going to be sleeping in the airport in Chicago. So
that would have been miserable.
Oh my God. You probably would have not wanted to travel with me after that, because I would have been so miserable. But
we would have made it work. It would have been
we would
with the two of us. But can you just imagine, so if I can't sleep on a plane, what makes you think I could sleep in an airport?
I know. I probably would have tried to get really drunk and just pass out or something.
Oh God. Yeah.
But so we decided that we were going to change our flight, and they actually had like a reasonable one that came home Tuesday. It left at 8 in the morning, 7:55.
Yep.
So we ended up switching our flight. So we had another whole 24 hours in Myrtle. So what did we do after that? We went, I think your dad had a couple appointments to go to. So we were kind of like doing our own thing, hanging at the house.
Hung out for the afternoon. So there's this really good sub place that they like down there. It's called Dagwood's. And he was going to take us there for lunch. And he's like, oh, we can just go there for dinner now. And I was all about that, because they have freaking delicious sandwiches. And we also made it for happy hour. I was like, $2.50 Bud Light.
Yeah, you and your mom are the only two drinking.
Yep. I can't turn out a $2.50. Yeah. Well, it was a Bud Light, so it should only be $2.50, but the only time I'll get a Bud Light.
Yeah. That place was so good, though.
It was.
I ordered fried pickles, too, because I am obsessed with fried pickles. They were so good. Erika's like, are these hot? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And then she took a bite and she's like, I was like, sorry.
You know when you
sorry,
go,
I'm just hungry.
You have to make that noise.
I was just like hungry, and I was like, I need this pickle now.
Eating
but yes, the pickles were piping hot.
But before we even went to dinner, we got to go to the beach.
Yes.
We took a little detour.
Yeah, we were there for maybe 5 minutes because it was cold. Sunday and Monday were cold. Yeah.
But once you got to where the parking lot was, we're like, holy shit, where did this wind come from?
Yeah. I had to borrow a jacket because I didn't bring a not winter, just a jacket in general. But yeah, that was another good thing is, obviously it's Erika's parents' house. So she had a lot of extra clothing down there.
I have left a little bit of everything there. I've got like a pair of running shoes, a pair of regular sneakers. I got flip-flops, and then I've got like a puffy coat, like a regular jacket. I got a vest. So I'm like, Derek, please raid all the shit that I have left at my parents' house.
It was great. So great. So then we met Gloria and Dick, some of the neighbors, met us for dinner, had a great dinner with them, and then we invited them back to the house to play Swoop.
Yes.
So this was like the big night, and then we invited a couple other neighbors, Tino and Kathy.
Yep.
They came over. So we had, is that 8? 8 of us.
Yeah, there were 8.
Playing Swoop.
Freaking chaos. You try playing this, like, I mean, it's a turn-based game, so everybody has their turn, but like if you're not paying attention and you're in a conversation, you're just like, hey,
right.
It's your turn. Start snapping, like, hey, over here.
I think the one...
chaos.
I don't know if it's good or bad, but the thing about that game is that like you don't have to be reactive. Like nobody, like with asshole, like if you're not paying attention, someone can throw cards down and skip you. So
Yep.
with this game, you can literally like just talk to everybody,
Fuck
and then
around.
someone nudges you like, "Hey, it's your turn." You're like, "Oh, okay." But yeah, we were. Oh my god, we were laughing, we were talking, and
There were so many
I
little
am.
snipes at people. Like if you weren't
Oh
paying
yeah,
attention, like somebody would
yeah,
make a comment and somebody
yeah.
else would hear it, and we'd just be like making.
Yeah, it was so funny because it's like typical, like the guys are talking, the ladies are talking, and Erica and I were like feeding into it.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of drama in the hood.
Ugh.
You
Can't avoid it. I mean, you could be in your 60s and drama just it exists.
It just made me laugh
because drama-free life.
I know, right? But I was just like, oh my god, I'm like, these people are all retired, and like you think life would get easier and like things would not be stressful.
Supposed to be.
Right. But there's like neighborhood drama, and I'm like, oh, spill the tea. I'm like, who is this and what are they doing? It's like all into it.
I don't know any of these people, but we're like, ooh,
yeah,
we're invested.
Yeah, and I will say, like, I was like when I left, I'm like, okay, I need to like really start focusing on my retirement and where I'm going, because your mom and her friends have this group of 17 women and they're going line dancing on Sunday. And I'm like, I want this life. Like
goals.
This life.
It's goals.
It's so cool. And they like have parties in the neighborhood. Like when it's nice out, people open it, like the garages are open. And if people are there, you can just walk in, have some beers. It was just like, I'm like, this is like a little compound and like, you really don't need to leave.
Exactly.
And there's so many, like, you know, everybody, they have so many friends there and it's so nice. So,
and this is why it's one of the reasons why, like, I when my parents first moved, I was so sad that they were just being so far away. But now I know that they've got this community, and I feel so much better about not being close because they have so many people to take care of them and just to live their lives, have fun. And they are enjoying their retirement. They really are.
Yeah. And everybody that we met, they were great. So, and you can really tell that they care about each other. And,
exactly.
You know, I was talking about, so Dawn and Betty, the couple that I know, Dawn is having a surgery. And I had asked the question about, oh, well, someone like, because Betty's older and she's, you know, walking with a cane. And I'm like, will somebody come to the house? And your mom was like, oh, no, the whole neighborhood will take care. We'll do meal trains. We'll do that. And I was just like, oh, I'm like, that's really nice. Yep. So,
and this is a really new
place.
neighborhood too. Like my parents were one of the first like houses in there. And so all of these people are like new. They had to make the new community. And I just love that it came together like that. Because you could totally just be like, I'm just going to sit here by myself and blah, 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 blah. But no, you want to have the fun. You want to make the friends.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that's what happened.
These are the golden years. You got to live them out and live them up. So they're doing it. Your parents are doing it right. So.
Oh, man.
So, yeah. So that was.
They took care of us while we were out there this whole trip.
It was phenomenal. It was so great. I am like super grateful for that trip and I can't wait to go back.
I know. So it's only a matter of time. But yeah, so we have to just give you a little update on our Tuesday trip home with Southwest being. So they recently got rid of the open seating and.
Yeah. And so here's the thing. So we moved our flight like 20 hours beforehand. So they assigned seats, which I didn't even know Southwest was doing this. You were the one that told me because I'm like, why do I have an assigned seat?
Because it was brand new. Yeah.
First day was the day that we flew home on Tuesday, January 27th. That was the first day that they rolled out the assigned seats. So Erika and I did not sit together because they just gave us a seat.
Yep.
We were saying that like if this was a trip that we were planning in 6 months, we probably could just book at the same time and be like, okay, I'm in A5, you pick A6.
I mean, it would be like any other airline at that point because nobody else did the open seating thing.
Right. I mean, I don't like whatever. It was, I think it was just because it was last minute and like we couldn't sit together and I had a window seat on the first flight. I had the middle seat, the second flight, which I hate the middle seat, but whatever, it was fine. But they were struggling because the flight from Baltimore to Manchester, the screens weren't working. So you didn't know what zone you were in or what zone they were loading. So you just had to, it was wild. It was all over the place, but we got a little goodie bag in Myrtle because we were on the first Southwest flight out of Myrtle Beach that had assigned seating. So we made history.
Do you know what I heard too? So the flight out of Manchester at like 5 whatever in the morning that they usually do to Baltimore, that was the first ever Southwest flight. I think that was like the first flight, but we weren't on that one, but we got the first one out of Myrtle, which was still pretty cool. I forget what we got in those goodie bags. Do you remember?
So we got a chapstick.
Uh-huh.
We got a pen.
Oh, see, I only looked at a couple of things and then I put it in my backpack and then I forgot to take it out of my backpack. So I didn't even look. So
and we got a car freshener.
Oh.
And what are they called? Pop sockets that you put on your phone?
Oh, yeah. I have one.
Yeah.
Like a little poppity pops. Oh,
yeah.
Fun. Oh,
yeah.
That's cool.
So, and I'm like, here's the chapstick.
Very
I got the chapstick and the pen at my desk. So
I will take it out of that bag eventually.
Yeah. So yeah, we got into Manchester like just before noon, and another shout out to Matt. Matt came and picked us up.
He's my hero.
Matt cleaned my whole entire driveway. He cleaned off Erika's car. He cleaned off my car. Freaking, I owe that man some stuff.
Well, I still owe you because you saved me probably a good $100-something from not parking in the garage at MHT.
Yeah. No. We made it work. We're good. So, but yeah, that was the end of the trip. I unfortunately had, I don't want to say, I guess maybe it was bad timing because I had planned a Bruins game on Tuesday, the day that we got home with my mom, because her birthday's on Sunday. Turning the big 7-0. Shout out Trish. So I take her to a Bruins game.
Trish. Woo!
Happy birthday, mommy. She would have no idea how to even listen to a podcast, so she will never hear that. But
that's okay.
I take her to a Bruins game every year for her birthday, and that was the game that she picked. And I got home at 12:15 and I left at 2:45 for Boston. So Tuesday was a very long day. I didn't get home until midnight.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Did they win? Did they win for you?
Yeah, they won in overtime. It was great.
Fantastic.
I'm like, of course, this is fucking going into overtime because this day couldn't get any longer. But my boy, David Pasternak, scored 15 seconds in. So I was pumped. I have his jersey. He's like, him and I have the same birthday. So that's why I love him.
Sweet.
Yeah, he's just a few years younger than me.
How old is he? Like 20 something?
No, he's 30 something. I think he's barely 30.
Oh.
But yeah. But yeah, so that was great. But yeah, the trip was amazing. Huge shout out to Dawn and Linda Hamill. You guys took me in like I was one of your own.
You are now. You're a Hamill.
I know. I think I'm in. You're in. Tara Hamill Watt. That sounds weird. Or wait, would it be Watt Hamill? Probably Watt Hamill.
Up to you.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Hyphenate.
But they were just great. And your dad, I'm like, every time I'm like trying to pay for something, like they bought dinner and I'm like throwing money on the table and they wouldn't take it. So I'm going to send them something.
Such is life. They rarely let me pay for things, but then sometimes I'm like, Dad, just fucking let me pay for dinner. And he'll be like, fine. So
right.
I got one dinner in to pay for, and I know. I usually try to make it up to them too, but
yeah, they were great.
What an adventure. That was definitely so much fun. I'm so glad you came down. I couldn't picture anybody else like doing this with me. Like this was such a fun trip like all around, and I'm so glad you came, and I'm glad we're going back. I can't wait for that. And for fuck's sake, if that weather is not nice down there, I'm going to rage.
Right. I know. You would be
conniption.
I'm a little nervous because it's March and I feel like it's going to be warm, and I do not do well in the warm, but like it is what it is. But you thrive in it.
Like,
so
happy Erika. I could be like 90 degrees, like dying in the sun, and I'll be like, more please.
I love the sun. Like I will take the sun over the cold, but I just don't race
not
well
to run in it. Yeah.
Yeah. I like
that.
Immediately swell up. I just can't, like anything over 60 degrees.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I didn't say I'd be fast. I will just be enjoying it.
Yeah.
I will probably be sweaty and gross, but
it does start at 6:30 in the morning, which is awesome for me. Not so great for you.
I will suck it up. I will.
Yes. And Holly's running it with us too. So
yeah. So I'm just glad that she's going to be there because you guys will both be running the half and you'll be finished before me. So you can hang out, have some beers, chill until I get there. And
absolutely.
Then
we'll come back on the course and find you if it's like easy to do. But I think we run like the first half together, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So we'll all run together.
We'll make it work. Oh, I'm so
perfect.
I'm so happy.
Yes.
But I think we should move into our final segment of the evening, the Ask Me Anything section.
Yeah. Did we get some good traction on that?
We got some. Eric wound up sending me a whole list, but
Okay.
I actually had some of these written down. So the first question was actually for me. Would you travel with Tara again? And I think I answered this already. Abso-fucking-lutely, I would. Like, you were just like so much fun and you bring the good vibes. So yes, absolutely.
If you had asked her this question the minute we got on the plane, it'd probably be a hard no after my wallet incident.
That's true. I just felt bad. I was like, I don't know what to do.
I know you did. I was like, oh my God, Erika feels so bad for me right now, but I'm just an idiot.
We were going to take care of you either way. So
yes,
and we would have figured out how to get you home. So, but the second question, how do you feel about the new assigned seating on Southwest? I got to give it a thumbs down. I liked their system before.
Yeah, I'm not like, that's what made them different.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Now what?
I don't know.
Maybe they could just make their seats or their tickets a little cheaper and I'll keep using them.
Exactly.
We'll see. All right. This one is for both. This is a weird question. Whose feet looked the worst?
I had some issues with one toenail. But I just don't have good toenails in general. And you have paint on yours. So I'm going to go with mine.
I have some faux nails.
I'm raw dogging the toenails right now. And I got a couple purple. I got blue. I got yellow. It's not cute.
Mine are well, let's just say for an ultra, they look way better than they usually do because I tend to get heat rash, which is god awful. But today or this past weekend, I only had like some minor blisters on the outside of my toes. But it was because I changed the socks and the tape ripped off that I put on them. And then I never put any new ones on. So I think it just kind of made it worse. But so I think we're both in the same boat. Not great feet, but not terrible feet. Could be worse. Ooh, somebody asked us, when are you holding your next official race? Should we do this? Like make this a thing? The Kapalua
oh my God.
like second annual sometime
we
next
should
year?
do one here.
But we gotta come up with like a punny name. We need something punny
We
and fun.
totally can find a mile loop in Manchester or Nashua and do another pretend 50K.
Honestly, my neighborhood, it actually has a little bit of elevation after a while. But if you do my loop, like the main road in my neighborhood, that's a half mile. So we would have to do a fuck ton of laps.
Oh yeah, we'd have to do 60 of those.
That's too many. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yes, we'll workshop this, but coming soon. Soon to be named
yeah.
looper.
When the race committee gets together, we will add this to the agenda.
I freaking love that. So, question for you, Tara: did you ever want to quit the 50K?
Nope. Not even when I thought I was going to shit my pants 10 times.
She's a trooper, man.
Yeah, like I said, I get something in my head and I do it. Like it might not always look pretty, but I just have that I have that peace, and it's just been in my head since I was a kid. So, I mean, I actually, and like you said, I didn't do much training. And I felt fine. Like I felt great. So
the walking intervals are key, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people shit on them. They are.
I know, right?
It is so good to do intervals.
Yep.
No matter what the interval is.
Right.
We just
exactly.
made it like a mile. So.
Yeah.
But it was great. All right. Our next question. What made you pick the route you ran? It looks like you could have easily ran in a circle. Like I said, we were just trying to mimic the race course. So that was a 1.1 mile, and we found just about a 1.1 mile. So then plus that was less loops that we had to do.
Yep.
Next question.
It's perfect.
What did the neighbors think of you two running a 50K? Any weird looks?
We got a lot of like cheers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only people that really interacted with us a ton were those construction workers. True. And I think that they were like giving us like, I don't know. I think they were like, hey, ladies, more than they were like, what are you doing? So we were trying not to engage with them because that's what they wanted.
I can think of one though. We were on our beer lap. And oh God, we were like doing snot rockets and burping and just like talking about.
We were talking about chafing.
Yeah. And some lady passed us. She was like speed walking, and she significantly increased her walking pace when we were like neck and neck with each other.
Yeah.
Because
she was on a mission.
We didn't quite know she was there. And here we
No.
are like ripping burps and
Right.
yeah,
She came
not
up
cool
quick
cool.
behind us. I didn't know she was there.
It was a little embarrassing, to be honest. I was like, oh no, I don't know who this woman is. Because I did get to meet like a bunch of the neighbors and she just wasn't one of them. And I was like,
Yeah.
they're not going to think the nicest things of us.
Yeah. It's okay.
But another question, did mom and dad cheer and did any of the neighbors cheer? Yes. So we had the random neighbors walking their dogs. My mom's walking friends went out for a lap and we found them super encouraging, and that's what I love to see. Like,
Didn't your dad come out on the bike too?
He did. So he was like, do you want me to get like a video of you or anything? I was like, sure, which I haven't even done I forgot about that, so I'll have to go back and look at the footage. But he just had me start recording. He held it in his hand, rode his bike behind us, and just got us running. Like, so
Yeah, it was great.
So yes, everybody was super supportive except for maybe that one lady.
Yes.
Next question. Did Erika fart on the plane? No. I
Nope.
wanted to fall asleep at one point, but it just wasn't going to happen.
No farting.
This is on the way home. I'm like, I might take a nap. I was sandwiched in the middle of the plane. Like, I had middle seat both ways. So there would be no sleeping. There would be no farting. So I got away with it. But the other one, does Tara snore? I don't know.
No. Yeah, we had our own bedrooms. It was great. But I do not snore, for those of you whoever asked that question.
Perfect. Let's see. Oh, so will you go back for the next month? So no, we are not going to, but we have the Myrtle Beach Marathon instead at the beginning of March. So that's going to be a total blast.
If anybody else wants to come, I do have 2 beds in my room. So
we're offering it up to Jen first, your friend Jen.
Oh, yeah, Jen.
And if that doesn't work out, I don't know, maybe I'll see if Rachel wants to come down and then you can have the big bed and then I'll share
there you go.
a little bit. So we'll let Jen have her option first. And then here's another one. Oh, what was the actual weather and could you have raced? Could the race you traveled for have been held? So
yeah,
again, yes, but no.
Like,
safety. Yeah.
Right.
It was a little.
And it was in the, I think it was in the 40s all day that we ran. It might have like dipped into the high 30s.
It would have been very hamster wheel-esque at night.
Yeah.
Like it was frosty. Like you said, it rained a little, like when Holly picked you up and there was some ice here and there.
Yeah.
Like that would have been kind of miserable, but we wouldn't have stayed that late anyways.
Right.
So.
Wouldn't have affected us. So,
but there were people who had some big goals, and Patrick, the race director, was saying like, if anybody can beat my record of it was like 108 miles in the 24 hours, you get a sticker. It's like you beat my time.
Ooh, a sticker. Woo.
But there were some people who had some really big goals, and I'm kind of bummed that this didn't happen for them. But I am totally hoping that they get better weather for the second go around and that they can just hammer out some miles. It's just so impressive seeing people who can just kind of put it on autopilot and just keep moving the entire 24 hours.
Right.
I'm not one of those people.
No. Nope. I like the breaks.
Me too.
Yep.
But that was it for our AMA section. Thank you for everybody who submitted some questions. It was kind of fun to relive this fun experience that we had down in Myrtle Beach. And we appreciate the engagement. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know. And we made a bunch of reels and stuff, and you guys were awesome on that.
Check out the recaps. They are. I almost called them the recaps. The little recap reels that I posted on my /on the runs social accounts. So go check them out and see what it was really like while we were out there.
Yeah, it was great. You gotta love a friend that can make the most of something, and we had a blast. Yes. All weekend was awesome. So
I know you're down for pretty much whatever too. Maybe we'll cap it at the 50K.
Yeah,
hell, if you
I don't know if I have
more.
I could probably have done more, but like in that environment and stuff, like I was just in my head, I'm like 50K and then we're calling it. So if we were an actual race, I probably would have banged out a couple more, but
it's what it is. I was the same way.
Yeah.
You get really bored and then you're like, why? I don't have to do this.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So,
race environment.
That's
totally
our
different.
2026 Kapalua Looper Ultra recap. So
I hope you guys enjoyed reliving it as much as we did. We had an absolute blast. Tara, any extra things to add? Did we miss anything? Did we hit everything?
Yeah, I think we got it all. It was a good time. So book the flight, sign up for the race, do it. So it was great. And thanks for being such a fun friend. And I would travel anywhere with you.
Well, I am so happy you did because I feel the same way about you. And I guess before we wrap it up, we should probably say, give us a follow, give us a like, all of that social media stuff. Join our Patreon, find us on YouTube, just like and share. And we like doing this. So we hope you guys like seeing it. And you want to do our sign off now, shall we?
Yeah. So
right.
Thanks, guys, for listening. Don't trust a fart, especially 23 miles in.
I'll do the Eric part. Don't fear the code brown. And don't forget to stretch.